The MLB Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to Underdog Fantasy. Get up to 1K in deposit match when you sign up on Underdog Fantasy. Promo code MLB SGPN. And welcome, everybody, to the MLB Gambling Podcast here on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. It is currently Wednesday morning, July 23rd, around 11 a.m. Eastern Time, here for the Prop Show on Wednesday, second episode of the week for the props. Adam is joining me once again, and together we're going to break down a lot of baseball, a lot of day games, because it is getaway day. It's extreme, though. There are a bunch of games at noon, so we're going to try to get this episode done relatively quickly so you have time to actually get your bets in. Adam, how's it going with you? What's up?
It's going well. I had another appointment this morning about that vasectomy that I'm going to be getting, and they said that they're going to have to sedate me because, I was like, yeah, this is not comfortable. And they showed me all the tools, and I'm like, no. So it's a post-Labor Day thing. So we don't. When you and I are in Vegas in a couple weeks, I am still a loaded weapon. Just
sedate
so you know.
I hope they take you out to dinner first.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hey-o.
There you go.
Anyway, jumping right in.
There we go.
To the dad talk.
Yep. Once again, good luck with your procedure in the next couple of weeks. But, well, we're going to be heading to Vegas in a couple of weeks, too. So, so did you actually book the final appointment, or that's still in the works?
They call me to do it. I had my final consultation today.
They put you on standby to sedate you? That's a power move.
So they either do it as an outpatient thing where they're just local and you can feel quote discomfort, but then they
can't tell if feel quote is a pun or not, but I appreciate it.
Yeah. And then he showed me some of the things. I'm like, no. He's like, I'm like, you said it's longer, and he said it takes longer to be done if I'm knocked out, and they're like, yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna feel that moving around down there.
Yeah, well, either way, once again, hopefully it all works out. Anyway, I do want to get into the props for the show. I know we had a good episode last time out as well. Ended up going 2-1. Polanco was one base short from the sweep, but can't complain. Overall,
he had a
episode.
He had two of them to the warning track too.
Yeah.
So
either way, point is, good episode, and we'll try to keep it rolling here. DPs were good on the show last time out.
DPs killed.
We'll try to keep it rolling here for this one. Before we get into any of the props, though, for a lot of day games on Wednesday, a reminder that Sports Gambling Podcast is back with 32 NFL team previews. They're also bringing back the phrase that pays. Each episode, they'll give out a word of a 32-word phrase. Submit the phrase for a chance to win a $1,000 circa future. Anyway, starting off with the actual props for the show. Adam, I'll let you go first as always. What's going to be your first prop for the Wednesday card?
So we cashed on somebody's underwalks, didn't we?
Bybee walked nobody.
Bybee was a dog, dude. He was a dog.
Well, he got killed in the first inning, and then Sagano said, "Hold my beer, I'm going to be worse," and then he got the win anyway. So.
D Johnson, I have some thoughts on that one. We'll talk about it in a second. But anyway, we got to. I know you want to get through this. So, the Dylan Cease. We're gonna go under his. We're gonna go under Dylan Cease's walks. The game's at 12-10. It's under 1.5. You might be like, oh man, but he walked 3 people. That was 2 games ago. He's actually been fairly better at this. Just in general on his away games. He hasn't walked anybody's last 2 games, but the reality is it's just more just the Marlins just don't walk a lot at all. I don't know what they're doing. Dylan Cease has on the last 3 starts, he's got a 4% walk rate, and on the road that goes down even further. And then looking at the walk rates with the Marlins, 3 of the last 14 right-handed pitchers, only 3 of the last 14 right-handed pitchers who played the Marlins have gone over their walk line. So anyway, 6% in his last 5, 4% in his last 3. It's not walking, guys. He also might get traded. So some of these guys today, they have one more start before trade deadline.
Audition time.
So I'm hesitant to see that they're going to go balls to the wall. I saw Sandy mentioned in there. There's a couple of guys that I think they might be a little cautious with, and they might get pulled early. We'll see. But most of my cap is built around just simply the Marlins haven't let a guy go over his walk rate in forever. So plus 120 for this one. Or if you're in Florida, it's plus 135 if you have Hard Rock.
Once again, I'm not a Cease guy, but it's mainly because of the contact. I feel like the control, for the most part, is under control. I think you should be able to potentially struggle while also not walking many people. Kind of like what Bybee did against Baltimore last time out. I can see that happening. So, yeah, I can get behind it too. It's a good price. I mean, you said it was plus money. And if you're in Florida, you can get a massive amount.
Yeah. So. Big one on there. Shout out to Manuel Baraki. Dude on the right is a weird. I'm assuming it's your right, which would be me. Thank you. So, all right, cool. Stage right would be Scott.
Yes, that is right. See, I have to remember my stage direction rules because I started in a Jewish camp play of Peter Pan when I was like 8, and that was the only play experience I had in my entire life. Do you want to guess which character I was in Peter Pan?
Were you what's his name? Who Bob Hoskins played? The sidekick to Captain Hook?
No, you're very close. I was just one of the kids who went to Neverland.
Just one of the.
So, I was just one of the kids who did that. So nice. Yeah. The exit stage right and stage left, I might need a refresher for that one. But that was the end of my career. So unfortunately, that's why I didn't become an actor. But anyway, point is moving on to my actual prop here. First one, I'm going to go to the Yankee game. I'm actually going to fade Max Fried. I'll take Max Fried under 4.5 strikeouts to minus 115. Sounds like a low number until you remember who they're facing, because Toronto has been a bunch of savages in the box. They have not been striking out at all against lefties at home this season. They have not been striking out in general. They're averaging the fewest strikeouts per game in the entire league. Last 4 weeks, Blue Jays have a 17.5% K rate against lefties, which is the second lowest in the league. They also have a 16.1% K rate against lefties at home, which is the fifth lowest in the entire league. Fried's also faced the Blue Jays twice. He's had less than 4 strikeouts in each of the first 2 meetings this season. He also had a blister last start and left early. He might not pitch well in this game, but Toronto against lefties, we saw them barely strike out against Rodon a couple days ago. And Rodon, I think, is a better strikeout pitcher than Fried. Give me Fried under on the 4.5 Ks. I think Toronto is going to make contact. They might kill him in the start, who knows. But he had a blister last outing, which is not exactly ideal. It's why he ended up, or one of the reasons why he potentially forfeited his all-star spot. But either way, point is, I do want to ask you about this play, because I know it's a low number on Fried, but Toronto at home against lefties just never strikes out. I'll take the minus 115.
The home road splits are kind of whatever, are generally whatever. Look, I mean, the baseline, you're right, because like Fried also doesn't go for Ks. He's also been in terrible form lately. Did you do the 30 splits or? Yeah, I
did. It's
yeah. Solid. They're like super solid here. Yeah, dude, like it's all red. They're just constantly making contact. So yeah, I like the play. Maybe we do this in. Maybe we also add this to Underdog.
Yeah, we can. But once again, I wanted to back Toronto. I actually faded Fried in his last start against Toronto earlier this month. That was at 5.5, and he had like 3, and he went 6+ innings. So once again, he might just get a bunch of contact outs. But I am concerned about the blister, though, which I know caused him to leave his last start. He might be fully recovered from that. He might not be. So we'll see if he potentially just has a re-aggravation or something. Maybe he leaves early. Who knows? But I do think there's a couple ways to get there. So that's my first prop on the show. I see Philly asking if you want a joke, you can track McCullers' recent starts for potential walk issues, which I think is pretty funny.
Oh yeah. He's gone over 3. He's been great. I'm really into betting guys walks right now. Just because
they've been good.
It's been great. It's a good angle. So yeah. Anyway, no, that's good.
Yep. You want to move on to your second prop?
Yeah, I was just getting a PR release out as we were doing this. My second prop is going to be let me just send this to this kid that also works for me. Done. Okay. Second prop. We're going with Jesus Luzardo under 17.5 outs at plus even money. So Sanchez went distance. Wheeler went distance. This was calculated. They have an off day tomorrow. And that is, that's just, Luzardo's been up and down lately. I kind of think that they're going to empty a little bit of the bullpen today for him. If you just kind of look at his numbers, he's just kind of trailed off. He's only gone over this, 3 times in his last 7 starts. He's been under this in 3 of his last 5. When you look at home, he's under in his last 2. He's not really done well in his last 2 home starts. So there's a lot of reasons that this can get there. Give me Jesus Luzardo, who I still think is great. I just think he's at 108 innings already. So they might want to give him a little bit of a breather, especially after Sanchez had that complete game. So give me that under 17.5 and even money.
Yeah, also mentioning Luzardo, remembering when he was incredible, I'll say a fringe Cy Young candidate for a couple months, and then he kind of hit a wall. Now, he has been battling. He's still had a couple of okay starts recently, but first start out of the break, not very good. I feel like we can agree more often than not he has been struggling over the last month or two. Is that a fair statement for Luzardo?
Yeah.
So even if what you're saying is potentially inaccurate and they try to let him go, he also might stink in this outing. So just keep that in mind. There are a couple ways to get there. Luzardo has not made life easy for himself for the last couple of months. So.
No, but he's a good pitcher. He probably still starts a playoff game.
Yeah, he's battling, but I'm just saying it is worth mentioning that his effectiveness has clearly, I'd say, gone down as the season's gone on. So
yeah, he's still getting the Ks, he's still doing that. He's really not good the third time through the order. Yeah. Handigraphs data has him third time through the order on Luzardo. We're looking at 302 WOBA, which is pretty high. He's averaging only 16.5 outs. His whip's pretty high. His left on base percentage is 69%. Nice, which is not great. So that's it's not really a fade, but it's his last three starts though. His left on base percentage is 62%. Yeah, it's just he's just kind of in this weird rut, you know?
Yeah, he hasn't been terrible, but there are guys getting on base, which is concerning for his actual outs over for this outing. Anyway, before I get into my second prop for the show, a reminder they're brought to you by our sponsor, which is Circa. They are still hosting the biggest football pro contest, Circa Millions, Circa Survivor, and Circa Grandissimo. Over 21 million in guaranteed prizes. You can call yourself a true degen if you're not competing in the Circa football contest. Coming out at SGPN, or with SGPN, at the Circa contest weekend, August 21st to the 23rd for an amazing weekend, including live shows and open bar. Plus, you get 15% off your stay at Circa with promo code SGP15. Contest open everyone. Sign up in Nevada, play from anywhere with the help of SGPN's official proxy. Go to footballcontest.com. Use code SGP to get $50 off your proxy fees. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy because they're doing Best Mania all summer long, happening with a bunch of prize money. $15 million in prizes, including $2 million for first place. No waiver wire and arguments about trades. Best ball's the best way to play fantasy football. They also are a good platform for pick'em if you want to use some entries and potentially win up to 500 times your money. And a reminder, when you sign up for a new account, use the code MLB SGPN. They get a special pick and reverse time offer up to $1K in bonus cash on fantasy promo code MLB SGPN. Welcome back, everyone, to the MLB Gambling Podcast. Finished going through the first couple props for the show. Time to move on into my second prop. Got an early start time for this game. Going to the Reds game against the Nationals. Give me Nathaniel Lowe. I'm going to take his under half a single at minus 125. He's not at a single in 7 of the last 8. Lodolo's pitching for Cincinnati has been quite good recently. He has allowed less than 5 hits in 3 straight starts, and Lowe has been really bad against lefties as a lefty. 124 plate appearances this season, a 193 batting average, and a 156 on base. I believe he's 1 for 6 lifetime against Lodolo, so not a good matchup for him. But simply put, Lowe has not really been doing that much lately, and the singles have been underwhelming with 0 singles in 6 of the last 7. Bad against lefties, though, and it's minus 125. I like Lodolo. He's been in good form. I'll fade Lowe in this one. Give me Nathaniel under half a single at minus 125.
Yeah, you definitely looked at the handicap state on this. This is terrible.
I did.
This is so bad.
I thought about the under half a hit, though, at plus 140, but I decided to go for single instead.
I mean, this is really bad.
I know. If you wanted to pivot to the no hits.
He might. He's batting cleanup, I guess.
Yeah, he might be batting really 5th. We'll see what happens, but I did look at the handy graphs. He's been really bad.
It's really bad.
If you want to go for the no hits at plus 140, I don't hate that either.
I think. Well, his ISO is so low that I agree with all of this. This is good. I like that one.
Yep. So
I think we might want that in the underdog too.
Okay. So that's my second prop that I have for the show. Adam, what do you like as your third and final player prop?
All right. So I do have a hitter prop that I like. I also have another pitcher prop. So here's the hitter prop that I'm going to go with because I never give you guys a hitter prop. I'm going with Gunnar Henderson over 1.5 total bases against Slade Ciccone. So Slade, if that is his real name, it is not. I just checked. So
you're throwing shade at Slade.
Let me see. Slade Ciccone, real name. Let's look it up. Oh, it is Slade.
Really?
Slade Gustave. Oh, no. That's wrong. That's a Slade Devon. What a dumb name.
Okay.
All right, anyway.
Not the name I was expecting.
Not what that wasn't what I was expecting either. All right. So look, he has he's been not great at home, like really bad at home. Deep blue across the board, hard hit rate of 43% in his last 3 home starts. Doesn't K people at home either. His batting average, the batting average against is bad. His overall last 3 starts, it's not like that's even any better. People are slugging 434 against him. So I think you're getting actually some value here. This Guardians team is kind of mashed this Orioles team. This game is at night too. And I'm just looking overall, and if you look in terms of hard hit metrics, so Slade's also way worse to lefties. Gunnar has been good. He's been making really good contact. He has like 50% hard hit rate over his last 5 games. He doesn't have any barrels, so that's why I'm not taking him for a home run. But I do like overall, what he's done his last 30 plate appearances against right-handed pitching. He is batting .370 with a .391 BABIP and a .460 WOBA. He's not striking out. He's not walking either, but he's not striking out. He's getting on base. He's got an ISO of 334, OPS of 1.104. Even money for him to hit his bases. So I'm going to go with this. And I know I don't usually do a hitter prop, but I like this one today. And if you want to do like some other stuff in terms of away, like there's no real split on that stuff. And I don't really, it's a park factor, so I don't really care about it. But, he has, his hit rate's about, 6 out of 10 type of thing on this, but I like Gunnar Henderson here. Oh, his pitch mix also works really well. Just if you want another reason about it, fastballs, Gunnar has a 19% K rate and 390 WOBA, and then slider, which is the next one. It's a little bit higher K rate, but still only 23%. His WOBA is 310. So give me Gunnar Henderson over 1.5 total bases.
Yeah, I did want to ask you about that game quickly because I thought about maybe making a case for Ciccone under on his actual outs at 17.5.
Oh, that's high. That's really high.
Yeah, he went 8 1/3 last start, giving up 6 runs. So
good shout, Scott. Good shout. I like that.
He threw 107 pitches. Now he's been throwing about 98 plus in 3 straight. So I'm worried about a Bayo situation where they just say, listen, you're just going to throw 100 no matter what. But
yeah, but Cantillo didn't not do anything yesterday.
No, I'm saying he went a little bit of distance there, but I don't know. I just thought 17.5 for a guy that went 8 1/3 while getting shelled in the process was a pretty high number for a prop.
Let me see. What's their everybody's off tomorrow. So they used all their high leverage guys to people could go back to back.
I ended up not taking it as one of my props, but they don't have
off tomorrow. They have a finale for the series with Logan Allen going. And it's a lefty, so Logan Allen should be fine because Baltimore's just awful against them.
I'm not a big Logan Allen guy, but in theory, Baltimore's not great.
Yeah, in theory, it's not a bad spot for Logan Allen.
So once again, I didn't take it, but it was under consideration.
Logan Allen's been a lot better his last 3 starts.
Yeah, it's been. Yeah.
Okay, I like that. I like the under. Let me just real quickly look at one other thing. A double down, so to speak, on Slade.
To be clear, this is not my third prop, but it was under.
No. But I like that. This is how we think about it. I like it. So, dang, it's hard. It's hard to. The problem is everybody has gone over their outs total against. That's just so high.
That's why I didn't take it, but I thought it was worth.
Do you want to do it in the underdog? All your plays I really like for the underdog.
Yeah, I mean we can.
Let's do this. Let's do this for the underdog. And we'll get to it, but I really like this for the underdog.
Okay, that's fine. But I wanted to also throw that out there since you brought up the Guardians game. All right.
Yep.
So for my last prop, I'm going to go with the Rockies game, actually. I'm going to go with Moniak. I'm going to go with his over 1.5 bases at plus 105. He's had at least 2 bases in 5 straight. His home numbers, by the way, are absolutely ridiculous. I don't want to call him a Coors Field merchant, but I want to read off the numbers to you here. He's had at least 2 bases in 16 of his last 19 home games. Moniak, 16 of his last 19 games at home, he's had at least 2 bases. He's been a monster at Coors Field. And Palante's pitching, who I wanted to fade. Last 2 starts, 10 and 2/3, 17 hits allowed, 13 runs allowed. He's been really good when it comes to his home numbers. So I'm going to go with Moniak to do pretty well here. I'll go with the over 1.5 bases at plus 105. I always aim for a plus money play. Not a lot of plus money this time around, but I do think his home numbers speak for themselves. Give me Moniak over 1.5 bases against Palante at plus 105. So that's my last prop.
I like it.
Yeah. Whatever.
Sorry,
yeah.
Someone who I will throw shade with you offline because doesn't work with us. Does not work with us.
Either way, whenever I see this, you know what I immediately think of?
Lilo and Stitch.
Very close. I think of Rocket Power.
Okay, that's a good call.
There we go. So that's what I think of. If you remember Rocket Power,
I'm sending this to you. I'm sorry, this has to interrupt the show. I'm sending this to you. This is an absolutely insane thing to tweet.
Okay.
I just sent it to you.
That's fine.
Take a look. I want your live reaction on air, even though you can't say who it is.
All right, you want my live reaction to it?
Yeah. That's an insane thing to tweet.
Yeah. That's not really a great tweet, but okay.
That is not. I would not do that.
Do I know who this person actually
Yes, you
is?
do. But they don't work. They don't work at SGPN.
I've never interacted with this person in my entire life.
This person sucks at life.
I can tell from the tweet. Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, all right. Now everyone in the chat's like, who is it? Who is it? And it'll surface. It'll surface. All right. Yep. Cool. I'm in. Moniak.
Cool.
All of it.
Anything else you want to add for the miscellaneous?
Yes, I saw my guy exit Philly, who, by the way, you had mentioned before that you're going to get on Rhythm. You got to get on Rhythm. Rhythm just went 9-2 yesterday on power trends for WNBA. Like, it's funding our life. Like, it is funding our life.
Those power trends on WNBA went 9-2 last night.
They were awesome. Like, it is like they are up like over the last week when they've only had 3 games or 3 nights where they played, like up like 17 units on it. It's absolutely bonkers. So anyway, DPs, Pittsburgh turn to DP. We're going 3 of them, guys. 3 DPs today. All in. So it is Pittsburgh to turn to DP, the Rays to turn to DP, the Jays to turn to DP. So that is I'm not even going to give you anything extra on it, but that's what I love. H by Philly is what I technically is. I used it as that cool. Awesome. All right. Fun. That is a fun fact. So anyway, but you guys have probably figured out the good way, and you can do this really easily on Handigraphs, but you find high whip, high left on base, find some ground balls in there, sprinkle it in there, look at teams that are hitting into them. You will crush DPs. Bet of the summer. We just gave you 3 of them. So, and Tampa Bay, honestly, even if you don't know what you're doing, just bet Tampa Bay to turn a DP.
The price, I can't believe the prices aren't like minus 150 yet.
It's even money. Yeah. It's even money today. It's stupid.
Every time.
Stupid.
It's just crazy because they've been turning double plays at an insane rate all season, and we keep taking them.
Being asked, no Rockies and no Angels DPs. I don't want to do. I don't like taking the Rockies DPs in Coors just because like you're basically banking on later on. I get it though. Maybe I'll put that in a parlay. And who again is starting for the Angels? Let me look. It's Kikuchi. Don't love it.
Yeah. So
Mets aren't making any contact, let alone getting into DPs. So that's the problem.
Shout out to Lindor, by the way, who showed up to the game 3.5 hours early for batting practice, and once again did not get a hit.
Did you see how they? Did you see? I texted it to you, but his like 2 of his at bats, he just swung at the first pitch out and for an out.
Yep.
That's really bad.
To be fair, seeing more pitches hasn't helped him, so I guess he just wanted to get out of there. So 0 for his last 30. By the way, I had a debate with Dylan on the show last night. Not going to spend too much time on it because I know we have to kind of wrap this up.
Yeah.
If you were to assume when healthy, so you turn off the injury sliders, who would you say is the best shortstop in the league?
When healthy?
Yeah, assuming no injuries. I'd say it's mainly a debate between 2 people, and that's who Dylan and I were debating. But I don't want to. I don't want to prime your guessing. I don't. It's definitely not Volpe.
No.
It's not Volpe.
It's not Volpe.
I don't want to prime, your actual thought process.
Let me just look through, just so I can remember who everybody's shortstops are. The best ones in the league. Is it certain guys I think are shortstops that are not. I mean, when healthy, Jeremy Pena is up there.
Pena was not in the conversation.
Pena was not in the conversation. It was
really between two people. I can give you the names, but it's fine. I was kind of hoping you would just say
it. Corey Seager.
Okay, so thank you. The conversation that I had with Dylan was a debate when healthy, who was better between Seager and Lindor. And I picked Seager. I didn't hesitate.
It's absolutely Seager.
I picked Seager.
It's 1,000% Seager.
I think
also, notice Seager comes back from injuries way better than Lindor does.
I have to assume Lindor's playing through something, which he might need surgery for in the offseason. But I think Lindor, when healthy, is, of course, still very solid. But I think Seager, when healthy, is a borderline top 10 player in the league. I think
Bobby Witt's being mentioned there. Yeah, Bobby Witt. I
forgot about Witt. Okay, fair enough.
I would put them both ahead of Lindor.
Yeah, so the conversation mainly just came up about Lindor because, of course, Dylan's a Mets fan. So, yes, I forgot about Witt. Thank you. That is a very good shout there from Philly. The point is, between those two, I'm taking Seager over Lindor when healthy every time. I don't think it's that close for me.
It's not close.
There you go.
Like, people are a little bit enamored by two outlier massive seasons that Lindor had.
Yeah. And
other than that, he's been pretty much a disappointment.
I can't compare Seager to Trout, but you have that injury component where you're like, if he could just keep it you were trying to pitch his MVP every year because he's a monster.
When he plays, he's great. He came back twice from those injuries. Look, also, Judge has 1 billion home runs. Yeah. It was just sort of different.
I'm kind of annoyed, though. I forgot about Bobby Witt because he finished second in MVP voting last year, but you get my point. But I would take Seager when healthy over Lindor, and I wouldn't hesitate.
I would take both of those. Yeah, I'd take both of those guys.
So there we go. Anyway, a point is before we get into the actual best bets for the show, a reminder that we are brought to you by our sponsor, which is MyBookie.ag. Whose bookie?
My bookie.
So they are available to help you bet on every sport. They have baseball, they have WNBA, they have golf, they have football futures. My bookies also accept deposits on vocations. Use crypto for payouts. See deposits for Santo for an account. Use the code SGPN to get 100% doesn't match up to 1K. Terms and conditions apply. My bookie.ag promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm because they have power trends, which are essentially the best of what the house model has to offer. They are anti patterns. Rhythm's models consistently win the high ROI. Power trends are only available on Rhythm. So just overall great data back picks. MLB Power Trends win rate at 63%. WNBA went 8-2 yesterday. So the Power Trends in the women's basketball circle have been really good, especially over the last week. Download the Rhythm app. Check out Power Trends. Start betting smarter. And a reminder, if you also want to try it out for free for a week by using the 7 free trial, go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm to get your 7-day free trial.
I see Dustin Johnson asking about Sandy walks over. Sandy, his walk rate's been really low over his last 3 starts. It's been really low at home. Like, I don't love it. Also, he's one of those guys I think might get traded. So it's sort of Padres have actually been going under their walks against righties. So I don't know. I don't like it. I'm off it.
There we go. Point is, though, for the best bets for the show. Adam, I'm going to let you go first. What's your best bet from the card?
I like this. I like that Cease underwalks a lot.
Underwalks or overwalks have been good. Burns
underwalks for Seager. Yeah.
You mean for Cease?
Sorry, I'm looking at the Seager comments. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So for my best bet, I'm going to go to Fried. I'll go with the under 4.5 Ks. I just want to back Toronto at home against the lefties. They've been really good. Fried has been quite underwhelming strikeout-wise against this team so far this season. Toronto, fewest strikeouts in the league. 4.5 sounds low, but Rodon only had 4 against this team about 2 days ago. So I do think that 4.5 is actually kind of high for Fried. Give me the under on his 4.5 strikeouts as my best bet at -115. Anyway, for Underdog, what do you like for the entry?
Okay, so what had we said that we?
Well, you wanted to use 2 of my props, and you wanted to use Ciccone on the lower outs.
I really like that. Yeah, I really want to do Slate. I always open my Rhythm app when I'm trying to do Underdog for us. Okay, so let's do. We got a FIVA women's soccer boost if we care.
I do not.
So I was just gonna take an under. Sorry, guys, I'm not. That's just everything. Did you watch the Women's World Cup?
I know England had a penalty kick and they won an extra time yesterday, but that's the only thing I know.
Here's an idea. Do we want Slade under 29.5 fantasy points?
That works. He doesn't strike anybody out anyway.
Right. He doesn't strike anybody out. We don't then get too dinged if he goes deep, but like, even if he has to wear it.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. All right. So what was the other ones that you had? Two that I really liked, but
yeah, it was the freed strikeouts and the low singles or no hits.
Yeah, I really like. I think we could do low. No, we could do low. No singles.
Yeah, that's fine.
So lower single. Okay. So now we need one more. Let's see. It's telling me that I need a. It's giving me a promo. Okay, let's do a power trend.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay. Let's see. Power trend. Let's see if there's some stuff that they have here that we might like. They've been really good on the pitching side. I had liked Spencer Strider, by the way, under his he's on 4 days rest. He's not on 6 days rest. I had liked his under strikeouts. They like his under total outs here. It's that's something that I do like that's on here. Let's see. They have Slade over 1.5 walks.
Okay.
We don't need to double down. They have Slade over hits. Like Rhythm, by the way, agrees with us that Slade's going to be terrible today.
Going 8 in the third, he gave up 6 earned. Like it was just a crazy throwback stat line, which I was not expecting. So
they have on here. They have. Here, let me just find another one. Let me just do this. So the Spencer Strider one. It's these when the model meets these parameters, 173 and 96 hits 64% of the time. Strider under 18.5 total outs. He
only went 6 against the Yankees, and he was shoving in that outing. So I can get behind that.
Yeah, and they're like selling, so I don't know like if they're gonna what they're gonna kind of do right now. He only went 6 against the Giants before. He's only gone over this twice in his last 3 starts. He's gone at home. He's only gone over this once in his last 5. Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do it. That's fine.
Giants, it's also minus 200. So we wouldn't be playing it normal,
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So lower. Okay, so this is nice, guy. Nice. Nathaniel Lowe lower 0.5 singles. Spencer Strider lower 18.5 pitching outs. That is a Rhythm power trend. And Slade Ciccone lower 29.5 fantasy points. I had to take off this boost because it doesn't look like it actually works. It's a 4.5 multiplier. I'm going to ship it.
Okay. There we go. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for the show. I know a lot of games do start in about half an hour, 45 minutes. So hopefully you can get your bets in before the games start. Anyway, find me on Twitter, Radio. Find him on Twitter at Hey Rosenberg. I will not be on the MLB show later today. I'll be on tomorrow through the rest of the week, basically. We'll be back on Friday for the prop show. And until next time, good luck to all of you and all of your bets. Bye, everyone.